Long ago, in the grand kingdom of Persia, there ruled a ruthless and greedy king named Jamshed. He imposed heavy taxes on his people, ensuring that no one could amass wealth except for himself. He believed that only a king should be rich, and no merchant or commoner should challenge his power. In the same kingdom lived a clever and far-sighted merchant named Idris. Unlike others, Idris knew the true art of investment. He could turn even the simplest of resources into a fortune. One day, King Jamshed summoned all the merchants to his court and declared, "Whoever earns the most wealth in the next 10 years will be appointed as my royal minister. However, those who fail will have all their wealth confiscated." Most merchants feared the challenge, knowing that the king himself wanted to remain the richest. But Idris saw this as an opportunity. He thought, "If I invest wisely, not only will I become wealthier, but I can also outsmart the king." Instead of hoarding gold and silver like other merchants, Idris invested in resources tied to land, water, and the skies. He bought date palm orchards, knowing that the wood, fruits, and leaves could all be sold for profit. He dug wells and started selling water, realizing that water was life's greatest necessity. He bred pigeons and falcons, selling them to the king's soldiers for training and messages. Other merchants focused only on gold and silver, but Idris built an empire of essential resources. As Idris's wealth grew, the king grew anxious. To curb his success, he passed a new law. Every merchant must surrender half of their wealth to the royal treasury. The merchants panicked, fearing they would lose everything. But Idris remained calm. When the king's soldiers arrived to seize his wealth, they were shocked to find that Idris had no gold or silver. Instead, he owned vast orchards, water wells, and birds, things they could not confiscate. The king's law was useless against him. 10 years passed, and when the final calculations were made, Idris was declared the wealthiest man in the kingdom. The king had no choice but to honor his promise and offer Idris the position of royal minister. "I will only accept this position if you agree to stop oppressing your people and learn to value true wealth." The king, having been outsmarted, had no choice but to agree. With Idris as the minister, the kingdom flourished, and its people prospered as never before. Moral of the story: a wise investor does not chase temporary gains, but plans for the future. True wealth is not just in gold, but in valuable resources and skills. With intelligence and courage, even the mightiest king can be defeated.